Welcome to the Panic Room, where we talk about all things panic-inducing. I am the Queen of Panic. Warning, some episodes may contain content that may be disturbing to others. Viewer discretion is advised. Now let the games begin. My father always told me that the morning after a stormy spring night was the best time to go birdwatching. Something about the rain makes them come to the ground more, be it the fact that more worms migrate to the surface, or just that wet feathers make it harder to fly. Unfortunately, though, rain brings out more than just birds. Let this story be a warning to all birdwatchers or nature fanatics out there. The forests aren't as safe as you think they are. I still remember the events that happened on that day clearly. The mud sloshed underneath my boots as I walked through the forest. It was around 6 in the morning, and the weather had cleared up a bit since the night before. My back was hurting from lugging my spotting scope and backpack along for the past 4 kilometers, and I still had another 3 to go until I reached Au Valley, but everything would be worth it in the end. After all, there was a good chance that I could spot a rare Eurasian eagle owl that day, and there was nothing in the world that would keep me from seeing one. During my little hike, I stopped several times when I saw something that caught my attention. As insignificant as some of it might have been, through my binoculars, I saw several Eurasian blue-tip frolicking around, singing their little songs as they hoped to attract a mate. I also spotted a little gold crest building a nest with its partner. As I was watching a common blackbird forage for food, I noticed something moving in the undergrowth far behind it. At the time, I thought nothing of it. The creature moved away too quickly for me to get a good look at it, and I figured it was probably just a deer or something like that. After staring at the bushes through my binoculars for a few more seconds, I decided it was time for me to continue again. I didn't want to miss the owl. By the time I reached my destination, another hour had passed. I unpacked my stuff and set up my spotting scope to get a good view of the valley. Now, all I had to do was wait for the Eurasian eagle owl to show itself. The first half of the hour was uneventful, with a few common bird species flying by here and there. Every now and then, a buzzard would fly over, making itself heard with its mewing calls. But nothing else really stood out. That's when, all of a sudden, I saw something move in the corner of my eyes. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. A Eurasian eagle owl had landed not more than 5 meters away from me. It was an amazing sight. I could see every little detail. Its large orange eyes, its plumage that was a mix of dark and light stripes and specks, the powerful claws it used to catch its prey. At that moment, I remembered why I got into birdwatching in the first place. Sadly, my moment of awe was short-lived, since the owl got scared away by snapping branches and rustling coming from the undergrowth. A putrid metallic smell filled my nostrils and snapped me out of my trance. Almost instantly, I was overcome with an intense feeling of dread and anxiety. I could not make out what was moving through the bushes, but it sounded bigger than a deer. My mind was racing, trying to think of which animal it could possibly be, when all of a sudden, my thoughts were interrupted by someone talking in a raspy voice.
Wow, the view here is amazing. Frank.
All the hair on my body sprang up immediately. This was no animal. No. Whatever this was could not be explained in natural terms. I knew I had to get out of there and that I had to be quick. In a hasty decision, I decided to leave all of my equipment behind, and I just bolted. And the creature gave chase. I ran as fast as I could without even bothering to look behind me. Whatever the creature could be, I didn't want to find out. I could hear loud footsteps coming from behind me as I ran, and occasionally the creature would speak, each sentence it said painting a clearer picture about what might happen if I could not escape it in time.
What is that over there?
The hoarse voice said. I kept running, not caring about the pain in my chest or the cramp in my leg.
Make it stop, please.
It cried out.
I don't want to die.
The voice sounded closer than before. I could almost feel the creature's breath in my neck. My legs were really starting to give in now, and I had no idea how much longer I could run. Fuck! Don't let this be the way my life ends! I panted. I can't die like this! The next few moments were a blur. I remember thinking that this was it, that my life would end just because I wanted to see a damn owl. I also remember giving one last sprint in a ditch effort to shake off my pursuer. Every moment after that has been wiped from my brain. The next thing I remembered was that I was back in my car, covered in dirt, and beyond tired. I have been to many psychiatrists since to try and make sense of the situation, but no amount of therapy could help. Usually, they just told me that something traumatic must have happened to me. After which my mind filled in the blanks to cope with the situation, but I know that's not true. What could possibly go wrong on a hike in a regular, temperate forest without any natural danger? Nothing's that bad enough for me to make up some fairy tales about what happened. That's for sure. Something attacked me in that forest, I'm sure of it. And that something let me live on purpose to toy with me. It took me 3 months to get over my fear of the woods, but just 2 days ago, I finally went birdwatching again at a local nature reserve. Everything was going well. I was finally having fun again and reconnecting with nature. That was until I noticed a familiar metallic smell in the air. Some might call me crazy and say that there's no way that this supposed creature is hunting me, like a cat toying with its food. But I know it is. Because before I was able to get out of there, I heard it say one last thing.
Don't let this be the way my life ends.
If you would like to submit your stories, please check out the Panic Within subreddit. I go over those stories that are submitted, and I go ahead and I narrate them. I say go over, but I narrate all of them. So if you are interested in something like that, go ahead and take a look in the description, and you'll find the link there. We also have a Discord. You can come and hang out and get spooky with me and other narrators. We post new content, up-and-coming videos, promotions, and we also just hang out and chat, and you can come and hang out with us there. If you're interested in that, link is also in the description below. And last but not least, if you are interested in doing a collab with the King of Panic or myself, you can absolutely reach out. If you're another creator, you can do one on our channel, we can do one with you. We are completely open for collab as of right now. Looking for new stuff to do and very excited for anybody who reaches out. The best way to do that is through Twitter or Discord. I do check Instagram and I will get back. It just might take a little longer because I'm super bad at that, but I've been trying to be better. So if you do reach out there, even if it takes a couple days, I'll be there. But like I said, we're excited. So please definitely reach out, and we're looking forward to it. And as always, thank you for visiting the Panic Room. You have successfully made it to the next portion of your tour. Please stay tuned for your next prompt. Click the like button and subscribe to receive notifications for when the next portion of your tour is ready to join. Thank you for watching. Don't let the panic drown you.